Alright, hello guys, it's Philly Kuts with another training video. This time we're going to be doing back, starting out with some lat pull downs. I believe I'm doing 140 here. Little English with my movement. I'm really trying to flare those lats out, push it right down to my upper mid chest area. And I'm trying to imagine, well, I'm looking at my fat gut poking through my shirt and putting on old clothes that used to fit. But I'm using a visualization technique that I always read in all the magazines, that you try to imagine that when you're doing these lat pull downs that your hands are like hooks. Like they're not even hands, they're like hooks. Prosthetic hooks. And you're just trying to move that weight with your back. And this is me at 180, and I'm doing a lot of cheating here, moving it with a lot of momentum, as you can see, which this is kind of my ego here. But you know, when I'm in my last set, which this one is, I always like to, you know, hit that as heavy as a weight as I can. And then, as you can see, I think I lowered it down to 100, and then these reps will be a lot more strict. Yeah, a lot less movement. But I love working out back. Back is probably one of my favorite body parts, along with shoulders, to work out.
All kinds of gains.
That's Roy imitating the Hodge twins. And I like to do a lot of drop set stuff, usually when I'm working out. Uh-oh, my alarm's going off. Just dismiss that. Sorry, guys. Okay, and then we're going into some Smith machine deadlifts, because as you can see, I work out at Planet Fitness, and like many Planet Fitnesses, they don't have, you know, free weight or, you know, freestanding, whatever you want to call it, squat racks and whatnot. So I have to rely on Smith machine stuff to do things like deadlifting and squatting. And this was actually the first time I did any kind of deadlifting movement, be it, you know, free weight deadlift or Smith deadlift, in over like a year and a half, so I was kind of worried. My form's probably a little off, but I'm doing about 235 on the Smith machine, which in free weights is probably not even like 200 pounds, really. But I was happy with that. We did about 4 sets of those, and Roy did his. Roy's never done a deadlift, any type of deadlift movement ever in his life, so, and I was trying to explain to him, you know, the stance and whatnot, and how to carry his posture, but I don't think that works very well. But he's straight up rookie, whereas my fat ass has done it a little bit. Although I'm always worried about the form in both a deadlift type exercise and then what you're going to see next, which is a bent over, Smith bent over row. We did these next for about 4 sets, and I'm always just worried about my back being too rounded. And you know how it is, man. You don't want to screw your lower back up, because if you screw your lower back up on, you know, anything, you're peace. You're done. You're done for weeks at a time if you screw that lower back up, and you can't do anything. You can't even take like a dump right. So you always want to be careful when you're doing any type of movement like that. And I think we have a little footage of Roy doing it. And again, Roy is a virgin to this too. He's never done this either. So Roy's going to be working out with me more, and you're going to be seeing him more and more in my videos, because he wants to get in better shape too. He wants to get cut, which I don't think should be hard for him, because he's only 21 and he doesn't have a lot of fat on him. You know, he has that skinny fat, whereas I'm like fat, and I have like a lot of weight to lose. I'm down to about 206 now. When I started, I was at 215, and I want to get to, you know, 170, anyway. So I still have quite a ways to go. But I'm definitely starting to feel some changes in my body. you know, stuff's getting tighter. I still have that layer of fluff, but you know, it's starting to trim down, man. This is like a mid back exercise that I like to do one at a time. You can do it with both hands or arms at once if you want, but I prefer to do it one at a time. And I'm trying to keep continuous tension on the muscle, not go all the way back. As you can see, my arm still kind of looks pretty bent when I'm doing it, but that's because I'm just trying to keep some continuous tension on there in my muscle. So hopefully that worked out. It felt like it did. I'm really trying to keep that chest into the pad and not really lean back too much. I think I saw, like, when I used to watch bodybuilding videos a lot and shit, Jay Cutler doing something similar to this. But I'm just glad to be back in the gym, and I'm really into it, and I'm happy that I'm looking forward to each and every workout. There was Roy, he didn't want to be filmed, so I cut his part out. He didn't want me to put his part in. Roy here is being a jackass, circling really quick around with the camera. You can see me yelling at him. I think I'm too much of a dictator towards Roy and these. I don't know.
Look at that form.
Basically what Roy is
that
saying.
Endurance. That strength.
Yeah. It's being a clown.
That
And again, as you can see in my grip, I'm trying to imagine that hook visualization, you know. You're just a hook around that handle, man. You're trying to pull that weight with your back muscles. That's what I'm trying to visualize with a lot of these back exercises. Just keep it at that weight and concentrate on form. And here's Roy with his form. You like to keep a really high grip, but I think the higher the grip you're going to go, the higher on your back it's going to work. So his is more of like an upper shoulder movement with that high of a grip, and we put the weight pretty low for him because I wanted him to concentrate on the weight working on the form. You know, the footage that we cut out, he was kind of all over the place, but with Roy, you know, he hasn't done any of this stuff ever, so we really have to experiment with what weight he can handle. So it's a lot of trial and error at first, but we're getting that down. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have some chest footage. I'm going to be doing that today, so hopefully Roy and I can score some chest footage or a chest bench, because My Planet Fitness only has one bench press and you can never get one, or you can never get it. Alright, anyway guys, thanks for watching. It's Philly Kuts. Peace.